What's going on, guys? It's Hector here, mortgage broker based in San Antonio, Texas. This is another edition of Homebuyer 101. Today's topic is setting a realistic budget. So there's a lot of websites that you're going to be coming across as you start your home buying journey, especially if you don't go to a realtor or lender first. Websites like Zillow. You can go to Zillow and start locating properties in your city, and you're going to see the price, which is accurate. And if you scroll down to the bottom, which is what a lot of people do, they scroll down and they look for the monthly payment. They want to know, hey, is this going to meet my budget? And I'm here to tell you that the numbers you see on websites like Zillow, way at the bottom, are completely wrong. And not just like $10 to $50 wrong, we're talking hundreds. Yesterday, I had a client, they came to me, she gave me a call, and she was telling me that she found a property. She found the property she wants, and now she wants to get pre-approved for a home. And she was telling me, I like this house because it meets my budget. The particular house that she was looking at was quoted on Zillow for about $2,000. And when we ran the numbers and we looked at the official tax rate, we looked at what she was going to be putting down and the interest rate that was going to basically work for her specific credit scenario, her monthly payment was closer to $2,500. So she was shocked, to say the least, and very disappointed. And she just felt like Zillow had really misinformed her, got her hopes up, and now she has to pay $500 more than what she was initially anticipating. So let's take a look at a Zillow listing and see what exactly Zillow is doing to make these numbers so off. Because why is Zillow $500 to $600 more than, or I'm sorry, $500 to $600 less than the actual monthly payment? So let's break it down. Okay, so I have Zillow on my phone and I found a property just at random. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So this one's listed at $409,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down all the way to the bottom. All this information really doesn't matter. We're going to be looking for a very specific section. So this is the one, the monthly payment calculator. So here, according to Zillow, we're going to be looking at a monthly payment of about $27.86, which, I mean, sounds good, right? But let's go here and really expand all of these drop downs to see what exactly Zillow is doing. So let's go towards the first one. So we have the home price. Home price is $409,000. Great, that's accurate. Whether you negotiate it or not, that's a whole separate story. But I want you guys to look at the down payment. So it is showing 20% down. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Most clients that I work with do not go for the full 20% down. Some do more, and that's great. But the reality is that if you're buying your first home or your second home, you're likely not going to do 20% down. You know, I would say less than half of my clients do the full 20%. So right off the bat, that is one of the biggest culprits for why the monthly payment is so low. Because in reality, most clients are going to go and opt for 5% or 3.5% if they're going FHA. And if you're a veteran, you can opt for 0% down. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to just price this out as a conventional loan. So we're going to stick with the standard 5%, which is what most people would do. So we're looking here, and the monthly or the down payment is now at $20,450. Now look at the monthly payment. We are now at $3,400. That's a massive increase. I also see that the interest rate is down at about 6%, and that would be inaccurate. Today's conventional average, as far as rate goes, is about closer to 6.75. So let's put that in there, 6.75. And now the last part, I'm not sure if it's going to let me edit this. So yeah, it's not going to let me edit the mortgage insurance, but the mortgage insurance wouldn't be $246, especially if you have good credit. That's going to be closer to about, let's just call it anywhere between $50 to $100, depending on where your credit is. Of course, if it's lower, then it might be higher. So after we make all of those adjustments, we're going to see a monthly payment closer to $3,450. And that's another insane difference, because now we're looking at a difference of over $600 for this specific property. So if you go in there on Zillow and you see that original monthly payment of about $2,700 and you jump up to somewhere in the $3,400s, you're going to be extremely disappointed. So as you're embarking on this home buying journey this year, please reach out to a professional that can help guide you and really give you approximate numbers on what you're going to be expecting, not only for your monthly payment, but for your down payment and your closing costs as well. Because They are not a one size fits all for every single person. So get with a lender like myself. I can run all of these numbers for you for your specific situation. We can do a soft credit check just to get you started, just to get you in the door and really start figuring out what an optimal budget is for you. And if everything looks great, if everything fits, we can connect you with a realtor and we can start looking at properties that fit this budget. So none of this is going to cost you a penny. It's all free to you. Our services are going to not only help you maximize your money, but it's not going to cost you a thing. And that's a win-win situation, especially in a market where you're already winning as a buyer. Right now, we're heavily leaning towards being a buyer's market where sellers are helping you with not only interest rate buy downs, but also they're willing to negotiate the prices down. So that house you just saw going for about 409, you can likely negotiate that down even further. So that's all I wanted to go over. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is 210-722-0122. Feel free to call me or text me. I personally work in Texas, but my team is licensed in 48 states. So even if you're not buying in Texas, we can connect you. I can connect you with somebody on my team that's going to be able to take care of you at the highest possible level. If you watched all the way through, I really appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time.